What's up, everybody? It is Chachi, aka Painful Truth Gaming, coming to you on a kind of a surprise stream today, and I'll tell you why. So, Konami is doing something really cool for 2026. They actually just announced this a couple days ago. They're starting a new tournament series called the Deckmaster Cup. So there is a Deckmaster Cup for Duel Links, there's a Deckmaster Cup for Master Duel, and they announced this a couple days ago. The Duel Links Speed Duel is today. The Duel Links Rush Duel is tomorrow. And then Master Duel I have to look up. I'm not sure when it is, but I signed up for all three. The Speed Duel for Duel Links, which is the regular dueling style, is today. It is, let me read this here. Now, you're going to have to bear with me here because this is a little bit new to me. They're running this tournament off of Discord. And I'm not very familiar with Discord. I know I should be since I stream and everything, but let's be honest, I don't stream all the time, even though I'd like to do it more. It says, hello, January 17th Speed Duel. Welcome in the Deckmaster Cup. You will play 7 Swiss rounds, and the 8 best players will then play a top cut and single elimination. You will have 30 minutes to play each round in a best of 3 format. Okay, so the way this is going to run is, as he said, best of 3, and you can change your decks in between or you can stick with the same deck. Here's the only problem with this tournament and why doing this stream today is a little bit risky. I'm just going to go ahead and preface this now. Duel Links released a card, and I'm going to show you the card, and the card is super powerful in the game. Bringing it into Duel Links in combination with skills and other decks right now, which are full power, like Branded Despia, is just a mistake, in my opinion. Basically, this game is becoming whoever can get this monster out first usually is going to win. And I expect that's how this tournament's going to go, but I'm not sure. Either way, I still decided I was going to play the tournament anyway. There's only 128 people that were accepted into this tournament. I was one of them. So that's pretty cool. This is the card right here. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Now, normally you would have to get this card out with a fusion, a Dark Magician, and any dragon monster, usually Red Eyes Dark Dragon, but with the way they do these skills here and everything that's going on, it's just extremely easy to get this card out. Here's why it's so broken. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Neither player can target the card with effects. During your main phase, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half that monster's original attack. That right there is crazy. Once per turn, okay? Here's the worst part. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, any card or effect that's an omni-negate, means it can negate a monster, a spell, trap, anything. Quick effect, you can discard one card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then, this card gains 1,000 attack. So this can happen during any player's turn. I could use it once on my turn, once on your turn, once on my turn, once on your turn. I could just negate anything I want. It gets destroyed, and then I gain 1,000 attack. I don't know why Konami does this. I don't know if I'll ever understand it, but they do. So I do expect this tournament is going to rely heavily on this card. With that being said, I will be running the deck you just saw, which is my Yugi deck that's pretty much is centered around Dark Dragoon, but also has some other ways to win. Now, here's why the skill makes this even worse. First part of this skill. Shuffle one card from your hand into the deck, play one Timaeus the United Dragon from your hand, and then add a total of 2 cards that mention Dark Magician to your hand. Any 2 cards in my deck pretty much can be added. Now, that's if I have Timaeus in my hand, and like I'm going first or second, okay? The second part is extremely useful when going second. If you control a Dark Magician, Dragon, monster, or your opponent controls a monster, which they will by them, play one Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl that has a different name than the monsters you control from your deck and face down defense position. Basically, I'm going to play a Dark Magician because then the other part of the skill, add one Eye of Timaeus from outside of your deck to your hand. I'm just going to get a free Eye of Timaeus. I'm then going to use the Eye of Timaeus on my Dark Magician to bring out this guy. All because you had a monster on your field. Pretty dumb, right? Well, that's where we're at. Now, I will also maybe be pivoting. Excuse me, these headphones are massive, and I am working on mainly getting a smaller pair. I may be pivoting to my my water deck, which I have showcased on this channel before. Excuse me, I'm going to have to drink from my Celsius. Still waiting for a sponsorship. Hit your boy up. Not my favorite, but whatever. So, I will be using this deck as well. This is pretty much an anti-meta shutdown deck. I did have to put in 3 Forbidden Droplets, as Forbidden Droplet is pretty much the only card that can stop Dragoon. Problem is, as you can see, I only have 9 monsters in a 20-card deck, so the odds of me bricking remain kind of high. So we will pivot to that deck as needed, but just by necessity, I'm going to have to start off by dueling with my Yugi deck. Okay, so let's take a look at the Discord server and see if they have put up the brackets yet. The way this is going to work is you're going to go into the bracket, and it's going to tell you whether you're at table 1 through 16 or table 17 through 22. If you're at table 1 through 16, we will join a dedicated room that this guy that's running the Deckmaster Cup has set up. If you're at table 17 through 32, I have to make my own room, tag my opponent in the chat, and then coordinate everything ourselves. Not the most efficient way to run a tournament, in my opinion, but I understand these things are hard. They're doing 128 people from all over the place. It's probably not easy to do, so I'm not going to knock anybody. I appreciate them even doing this. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the tournament bracket to be posted. This tournament is supposed to start at 1 o'clock, so that's about 12 minutes or so. So with that being said, I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of the other things on here. If your opponent doesn't answer within the first 5 minutes, you will win the first game. After 10 minutes, you can tag us your table number, and you will get the automatic win. I don't expect most of this to happen because they have been registering people for the past 30 minutes. So I'm thinking they're getting everybody in here. Now, tomorrow is the Rush Duel. I'm going to do that as well, and I am going to attempt to stream that as well, so that'll be something else cool to watch. For those of you who don't know, Rush Duel is a different way of dueling on Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the one where you can draw up to 5 cards per turn. You can kind of summon everything at once. So this one will be even more tricky, and this will be the deck I will be using. My Battlestar Galactica deck, as I call it. Uses Galactica monsters. It's not the strongest deck in the meta, but that's me. I don't ever play the strongest deck in the meta. Today, you could argue I am, but I kind of have to until I see what's going on with this tournament. But once again, I can also pivot to my awesome deck and throw some people off guard. But I'll be playing this tomorrow. Don't know how that's going to go. Do I expect to do super well in that tournament? Not really. Rush still has an element of luck to it, which is you could set up your field, you can summon your stuff, you could be in control of the duel, and then next turn they draw their 5 cards, they get everything they need, they wipe you out, and they win. That's just the nature of it. But it's kind of fun as well, because it's not quite as broken as speed duels are right now, and speed duels are broken, especially with this Dragoon and Despia. Hopefully I don't go up against it. Basically, for those of you who understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Know what branded Despia is, they bring out a bunch of fusion monsters. One of them can just banish one of my monsters at any time, so that sucks. Another monster makes me pay 500 life points for everything I play, and with only 4,000 life points, you can't play much. And I have seen videos of people getting all those out on the field with Dragoon. So trying to break a board in a game that only has 3 monster and spell and trap zones in 4,000 life points is pretty stupid. I don't know why they allowed us to get all these cards to even build a board in Duel Links, but once again, that's what Konami does. They start off with a good game, they get it to a point where everybody loves it, and then they slowly start to break it. So you think they would learn, but they don't. Okay, so let's see what this says here. It looks like it says, we start in 10 minutes, bracket is ready. So let's take a look. Painful Truth, which is me, is where? I'm at table 37, so I'm going to have to make my own table, or room, which sucks. And I'm playing somebody called Nadino, whoever that is. So now I have to go into here. I'm sorry, what table was I at again, did I say? Table 37. All right, so now I got to go into this chat. Tables 33 through 48. So I'm saying to my opponent, you want me to make a room or you? And hopefully I hear back from my opponent, and then I will get started. Like I said, this is a little confusing. Please bear with me here. I wish I could share my Discord screen with you, but to be honest, I quite don't know how to do that while I'm running the game. So yeah, I'm a little older. Can't do that. Maybe I could get some cool, like, I don't know, Gen Y or Z kids to help me out with that eventually. All right. So I'm just waiting for my opponent to answer, and then we're going to see who wants to make the room here. Let's go back to the announcements. All right, so I'm still waiting. I'm going to go ahead and make a room just in case. That way I can get in here and start to do this. Duel room, create room, speed duel. Room capacity is going to be 2 people, just me and him. Normal regulation, entry conditions none. Speed duel. I actually would really hope he would make the room so that I could figure this out. Normal regulation. I think that's what we're doing, right? Okay. Dual timer 180. Entry conditions none. Spectate. We're going to put the spectate on in case people want to try and get in here. I'm going to change my message to NAHUDINO. And I created room, create room. All right. All right. So I sent this guy the room number, and now I guess we just wait for him to... There's the spectator. If anybody's on Duel Links and you want to spectate, you can do that, or you can just watch here on the stream. Yes, I'm going to sign up. So you can see my deck over here to the right. You could take a look at it. I'm still waiting for this guy to answer. If he doesn't answer by, what did they say, 105, then I believe I get the first win, which would be okay at this point. Appreciate you guys for logging on and watching. Like I said, I didn't announce it or anything like that. I just signed up for the tournaments, wanted to see if I would be accepted, which I was. So this tournament is only 128 max. There are prizes for the top. After they cut to the top 8, it is a single elimination bracket, best of 3 once again. Now, after the game is over, we have to go into another part of the Discord to report our results, which is just, like I said, just a little crazy. So, still waiting for Nadino to sign up. If I don't hear back from him by 105, I guess I say something. So let's take a look at this deck while I'm waiting for this, because I want to keep you guys entertained. Illusion of Chaos, this is kind of cool. It says you can ritual summon this card with Chaos form, which we're not going to be doing. You can reveal this card in your hand, add 1 Dark Magician or non-ritual monster that mentions it from your deck to your hand. So this is a good way for me to get this to my hand so I can use the first part of the skill. I should probably be running 2 of these, and I might actually adjust my deck if I see that I'm having trouble getting what I need. Apprentice Illusion Magician. So one of the only ways to get past Dragoon without using Forbidden Droplet is to attack over it. Have something that has more attack points than it. This is where this comes in. You can send this card from your hand or face up on your field to the graveyard. The monster you control gains 2,000 attack and defense during damage calculation only. So when they try and attack my Dragoon, which is usually around 3,000 life points, I send this to the graveyard, I get 5,000. The best part is they stack. So if I have 2 of them in my hand, I'm going to knock them up to 9,000. There's no way anybody's going to be able to get over a Dragoon with 9,000 points. Dark Magician Girl, I need to have one in my deck as part of the skill, and also works in combination with Magician Salvation. Anytime Magician Salvation, wow, I can see how this is going to go today, is on the field, and I summon a Dark Magician, I could get a Dark Magician Girl from my graveyard. My dude still isn't in here yet. Magician's Rod, super cool, lets me search pretty much any card I want. I can get this with it, Dark Magical Circle. Dark Magical Circle is a key to the deck. Every time I summon a Dark Magician, it allows me to remove 1 card from the field. It's not just Dark Magician, it's any... If Dark Magician is normal or special summon to your field, but there's other cards that count as Dark Magician, like this one. So if I summon Dark Magician to Dragon Knight, I'll be able to use Dark Magical Circle. If I have Eternal Soul on the field, which, number one, I can special summon a Dark Magician from my hand or graveyard. If I have Circle on the field, I use it during your turn. Summon my Dark Magician, remove your card. Kind of sucks for you. I can also add a Dark Magic Attack or Thousand Knives from your deck to your hand. I do have a Dark Magic Attack. I'm not playing Thousand Knives. This just lets me destroy all spell and trap cards my opponent controls. So you can see there's a couple different cards here as we go through. Magician Souls just lets me summon a Dark Magician. Soul Servant lets me get a card that mentions it, put it on top. Oh, my guy's here. So here we go. I didn't even notice my guy was here. So I don't think this is this the guy? Nahila Dinabob? All right, so I'm asking him if he wants to start in 2 minutes. I don't even know if this guy speaks English. We're going to find out. See if I could say something to him. Okay, he said okay. So we'll start in 2 minutes, right at 1 o'clock. And we're going to battle this guy. I have no idea what he's going to be running. Should be fun to watch. Remember, this is a Swiss tournament, so you do want to go as many wins as possible. But after you win the first one, you will play somebody else in round 2 that is 1-1. If you win that one, you will go to round 3. You will play somebody else that is 2-0. Same thing. Somebody always has the same record as you, usually. All right, we are 12:59, getting ready to start. Once again, I have no idea how this tournament is going to go. This is a little risky for me. Usually I have pretty good luck on stream and I play to my ability, but I could just get my ass handed to me today. We don't know, but we're going to find out. And yes, this is not a stream for kids, so any kids, please log off because I'm sure if I get screwed over, I'm going to be swearing and kind of mad about it. All right, let's hit the Celsius. Almost time. Me and Nahula Dinabob, or whatever his name is. Let's go. All right, game number 1. Here we go. Let's take a look at his stats. He's a Platinum rank 4 right now. Seto Kaiba, so I'm assuming this is Blue Eyes. I'm going to go first. I kind of like that. It gives me a chance to get Dragoon out first, but I don't know if I will. It's not looking good for me. Wow, I didn't draw anything. So this kind of sucks. So I got to hope I live through this turn. Wow, I mean, for as much as I hyped this deck up, I drew just jank. Fossil Dig, okay. Oh, man. Okay, I know what this is. We might have to switch after this to my water deck. I didn't expect to come across this. If we can live through this turn, I might be okay, but it's not looking good for me right now. Just because I know how my deck works and I know how his deck works. Okay. This is a dinosaur deck that utilizes the graveyard. My water deck will shut down the graveyard very nicely. He's going to get his his dinosaur monster out, or his big T-Rex, and it's going to be rough for me. I don't know if there's anything I could do to make it through this turn. I just didn't draw any kind of defense cards. Wow, this is not going my way. Okay, well, if we lose the first one, we'll lose the first one. I'll change decks and we'll see what happens. That's what happens when you enter a tournament like this. You have no idea what you're going to play. You know, we wait for one thing, we plan for one thing, it just ends up not happening. And I didn't draw anything I needed. I could have got Dragoon out turn 1, but I didn't draw anything to get it. A Dark Magician Girl and an Apprentice Illusion Magician is not great time for me. I'm letting him cook, do his stuff. This would have probably been a very good deck to go second against. now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, I need him to hit the Secrets of Dark Magic. He didn't. He hit this. I'm just going to activate it for no reason. He can destroy it. So because I activated it and then he destroyed it, I'm going to be able to destroy a card on his field. And I'm going to destroy his Link monster. Does that help? No clue. Here comes his double evolution pill. This is what's going to... Oh my god, it's going to suck. There he goes. I'm in deep, 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 deep trouble here. Yep. When your opponent activates a spell trap card, you can destroy one dinosaur monster your hand or face up on the field and negate the activation. So yeah, I'm going to lose. There's nothing I can do. Unless he gets rid of that, which he's not going to do. Yeah. So I'm just going to surrender. I'm not going to sit here and wait for this. And I'm going to switch decks. Wow, that could not have gone worse for me. Good thing I'm not streaming. All right, let's go. Let's see what happens here. He might be switching decks as well. Matter of fact, I think he is switching decks. Not seeing anything on the chat from him. So I'll just sit here and wait. There we go. Oh, that was pretty terrible. All right. Same deck, I hope. Let me go first this time. Wow. Wow. Just wow. All right. So the reason I wanted to go first is because I have a card that can lock down graveyard effects, and his deck pretty much just relies on graveyard effects. The good news is, since I am going second, he's going to have to start playing his cards. I do have a Dark Hole if I can get it to go off. Going to let him cook, do his thing. This is a very annoying deck to play against. It just abuses graveyard effects. It gets out beat stick monsters with negates. Is it as powerful as Dragoon? No. But did I get Dragoon out? No, I didn't. So I guess it doesn't matter, does it? This deck is more suited for it, but like I said, it's easier to shut down when you go first. Not to say I can't win going second, because if anything, against most other decks, this deck wants to go second. So we're just going to have to see how it plays out. I mean, he's cooking. He's making his moves. As you can see, he follows the same playbook. He has the same combinations. There's really not much variation, or I don't want to say no skill, because there is skill in playing it, but I mean, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over, getting out the same monsters. This deck I play gives me a little bit more options and things I could do, different ways I could win. I have a bunch of different win conditions with this deck. Let's just see how bad he's going to hamstring me and how many negates he's going to have. Evilsaur. I don't know why he's going into Phoenix. There's no spell and trap to destroy. But he's literally following the same playbook from last game. There's no variation. He's summoning the exact same way. Fine. During player's turn, when a monster effect activates, you can detach one XIZ and negate the activation if you do destroy it. So, okay, that's fine. Okay, so he brought out all his stuff. So I'm going to try and Dark Hole and nuke his field. When he uses this effect to stop it, I'm going to Droplet him. He's going to use the effect to try and stop it. Field nuked. All right, now let's get a little silly now. I don't know what his face down is. I'm going to attempt to deal with it. It's something because he has a chaining opportunity. Interesting. Okay, so that bought him a turn. Good news is I'm going to get to draw some cards. All right, so let's see what he can do this turn. It's fine. I'm going to let that happen. I have a Droplet, so I can stop an effect, but I'm going to see what he plans on bringing out. You would think with only 2 cards in hand and 1 on the field, there's not much he can do, but he can. He's got a bunch of stuff in the graveyard I'm worried about. Stopping my combo like that was actually smart. Not that he had a lot of other plays. All right, this is a second evolution pill, I believe. Yeah. Okay, he has to get rid of monsters to do it, which is good. All right, so he brings out... Once per turn during either player's main phase, you can destroy 1 monster in your hand or field. And if you do, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls face-down defense position. Discard and attack all monsters he controls once each. Okay, he's not going to be able to attack as a sword, so I'm not worried about that. And he's ending his turn. Okay. Should be able to get a little crazy here. First things first, we are going to Droplet. To stop that. We're going to bring this back. Should have game, unless he can pull something crazy. First thing I'm going to do is shut down the graveyard. Because that just needs to happen. I'm tired of this graveyard shit with him. Shut down your graveyard. Suck it. Let's get even crazier. It's the way my deck's supposed to work if you don't have your Book of Eclipse. Yes, I do. Let's get silly. Get silly. All right, let's see. Let's bring this out just because. I mean, I don't expect him to live through this turn, but just because I like to destroy face down stuff. Don't do it, buddy. You can't use your effect. I already like. Now, this is what's cool part of my skill. It's going to get me this monster, right? This monster, flip over, is going to let me go into this one, which is a key to my deck. This right here, this bad boy, when we enter the battle phase, I can negate all his monster's effects, and it stays that way as long as they're on the field. That's if I can get it to go off. It also takes them down by 500 and can attack twice, which is just pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to use the effect. Attack. Remember, he gets no graveyard effects because I shut that down. Let's attack again. Attack for game. All right, 1-1. Let's go. Now, the question is he going to change decks? He didn't because he was pretty confident he was going to win. So I'm going to act like I'm changing decks, but I'm really not. I'm going to stay with the same deck I got right now. He is changing decks. He logged out. So what to do? Do I play the same water deck? Do I go back to the Dark Magician deck? I have played this water deck for a very long time. It is my build. It's something that most people don't play. It can deal with a lot of things. Is he switching to a Dragoon deck? Maybe. Should I maybe get used to facing that with my water deck? Probably. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up because I'm going to stick with my water deck. I really didn't want to have to run Dragoon for this tournament anyway. It's not who I am. So I'm going to roll with this. My deck, and if I lose, I lose. If not, then I win. Cool. At least I came back and made up for that terrible loss I got in the first game because that just sucked. I mean, man, talk about a neuter deck. I couldn't do shit. Dark Magician Girl and nothing. Stupid. Everybody else gets Dragoon on turn 1, not me. Not Painful Truth. No. Oh, he's really thinking about it. Maybe I put the Fear of God into him a little bit with that water deck. All right, he's ready to go. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Game 3. No matter what, because I am who I am, I will message him in the Discord and say good game. I mean, maybe it's Seto Kaiba. Was he bluffing me? I mean, I'm going second again. Oh, man, not a spell or trap to be found. Shit! I mean, that is not good at all. All right, so we're both playing the same decks. He doesn't have anything else. This is what he rolls with, which is fine. I mean, I really didn't draw anything. I would really, 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 really like to draw a Dark Hole next turn, but we'll see what happens. Or Book of Eclipse would be nice. He's cooking. We already know what he's going to do. He's going to use this. He's going to get out his big monster. He's going to get out that one that stops things from being destroyed. I mean, he literally goes the same playbook every time. How annoying. Man, life is not looking good for your boy. Where's my Celsius? Where have I seen this before? Link Karibo. Here comes the next Link monster. He's going to bring it out. Here we go. We already know how this works. Yeah. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. I wish I had a spell or trap card right now. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. I guess I could have bricked, all right? Oh, I didn't see that coming. Shocking. I wonder if he's going to play Big Evolution Pill and bring out the other dinosaur. Oh, no. Here comes the Link monster. Oh, that's a different one. Yay. You played something different. Props to you for playing something different. Oh, there it is. The double evolution pill. Didn't see that coming, kids. Come on already. Yeah, duh, saw that coming. All right, let's see if I can... Oh, a droplet. Oh, that's gotta suck something fierce. All right, can any one of these stop monster effects? After this card's special statement, you take no... Once per turn, if you would take battle or effect damage, you take no damage. Cannot be used as link material. Once per turn, when your opponent activates spell trap. Once per turn, when a monster effect activates. Okay. So he's going to attempt to negate it. But I did draw a droplet. Which is in here for Dragoon, mind you. The fact that it happens to other people is kind of cool. I am going to go ahead and use droplet now, just to, like, make me feel better about my life. And I'm going to negate all his stuff. Like, literally. This one, and this one. There, now he can't do nothing but stare at me. And I'm going to summon all over him. Just summon all over the place. Alright, boys and girls, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? First things first. We're going to lock down the graveyard. Yay! Good old Abyss Dweller. That's what I'm talking about. He doesn't like graveyards, and neither do I. So all of your dinos can suck it. There's this. Yes, we're going to do this now. I'm going to... Oh, if he has Nibiru in his hand, I'm swole. Because I will lose. I mean, I will just straight lose. Alright, we're going to do... This. No, we're not. We're going to do this. That will work. Should be game, unless he has Nibiru. At which point I lose. And you know what? If he has Nibiru, he'll deserve it. Let's just steal some attack points, should we? From this guy. Alright. Game. There it is. Your boys want to know. After losing the first one. Whoo! Alright. So, now I'm going to go into report results. And I'm going to type in at PAIN, Painful Truth Gaming. Painful Truth Gaming won 2-1. I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to tag him. NAH. Udino. Good game. And I was at table 37. How do I reply? Table 37. Okay, he hearted it. So I think that means they're getting it. All right, so I'm going to withdraw from this room. All right, your boys want to know. So not bad entering the tournament. What did we learn? Okay, so we started off with the Yugi deck, which I hate to say it, but I think I want to start off with again, just because I had a strategy coming into this. Now, of course, the great Mike Tyson said everybody has a strategy. They get punched in the face. I got punched in the face in game one. It happens. No matter how good you are, sometimes you can just still take an ass whooping. And I did. Switch decks to my water deck, which was custom made to kind of beat that. Got to go second twice. But to be honest, even if I would have got to go first, I think I would have been all right. Because I would have shut down the graveyard. All of those effects he was activating wouldn't have worked, and he wouldn't have been able to summon that whole field. Drawing in the droplet, yeah, definitely helped. He could have negated my first effect. Here's how that game would have played, because for those of you that don't know the way my mind works, when I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I kind of think in chess terms. I'm always thinking a couple turns ahead, or, a couple moves ahead. I would have used my skill to drop my 2 fish into the graveyard like I did. I'm just going to talk through this with you as it goes in my head. I would have attempted to use to bring my 1 back from the graveyard, which I did. He didn't negate. My second one would have came back from the graveyard. He would have negated that one, keeping it at level 3. That would have been fine. That's once per turn. I would have then brought out my Buzzsaw Shark. I would have went into Abyss to still lock down the graveyard. I would have used my skill to bring out my monster that negates. During battle phase, negate the rest of his monsters and still attack for game. Either way, I would have had game there. But the way I got to do it, getting droplet, was nice. And once again, it was pretty cool that droplet, I have 3 of them in the deck just to deal with Dragoon. Okay, so they did mark me as the winner for that. So I'm going to put on bracket for round 2, which hasn't started yet, and I'm going to wait. When your best of 3 is done, don't forget to report results, which I did, and your boy has the win. So let's take a look at this deck. Let's see if any changes need to be made to it, because right now we are waiting for everybody else to finish. Let me check and even make sure my stream is still up. Yeah, it is. Once again, I don't do this all the time, so I apologize. See here, I had a couple messages here. Oh, Tristan's watching my stream. Very nice. Thanks for watching, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope that was a good first duel for you to watch, because the first game didn't go as I thought it would. All right, so let's look. We ended up drawing Dark Magician Girl and Apprentice Elusive Magician, which doesn't help because I couldn't get anything on the field. Me's wondering, should I put a second Illusion of Chaos in just to get me my dragon so that I can get Dragoon out on turn 1? I'm thinking I do need to do that. The question becomes, what to take out? I'm only playing 2 droplets as it is. I was thinking of taking Secrets of Dark Magic out, but I need that to summon this, possibly summon this. But once again, I drew that first turn and it did nothing for me. He was going to negate it and I was going to lose. That's why I surrendered. If you're wondering why I didn't just sit there and take the whooping like he did, I surrendered just because it's the way my mind works. I knew I was going to lose. I knew there was no way out. It's just like in chess when you just take your piece and throw it over. You're going to lose. Could I have sat there and let him finish his moves? Yes. But why? He has 3 monsters on the field. All he's going to do is attack with them. Maybe I'll do that next game just so you guys can see an end of game when my opponent has me beat. But to me, I'd rather just go in, switch decks, and get on to game 2 because my mind wants to move on and it wants to get to the next strategy. I'm always thinking strategy. I'm always thinking moves ahead. And what's funny is something that plays into my OCD and intrusive thoughts is every night before I go to bed, I will replay all these in my head. That's how messed up my brain is. Same thing when I play Laser Storm. If I play a big tournament or I play a regionals or a nationals, I'm going through and replaying all the games over my head. Places I could have been differently, places where other people were, places we could have ran, different strategies, how I can improve. That's always helped me, especially in national situations where we start off with the first couple days being round robin. I go into round robin, I see what I did, I see how I played my positions, I look at my lanes in my head, see where, my opposition is playing, how my lanes stack up, and do I need to move and get an alternate position? And then I start thinking of the arena map in my head and where else I could move. So, yeah, I'm pretty sick if you think about it, but hey, it works. Would it be cool if I could find a way to turn that analytical brain into making me millions of dollars? Yes. Is that going to happen anytime soon? Probably not. I'm pretty old. Unless this channel blows up and somehow Mr. Beast is watching right now and decides to share me and get me millions of followers. That would be cool. Or, the fine people from Celsius could be watching. It could share and get me lots of followers. But yeah, it's probably not going to. All right, let's look and see if this bracket's been updated yet or how many games we're still waiting for. To be honest, I don't know why there's still so many people playing. It's kind of, Duel Links is a very fast game and most games are, one-turn kills once you get your strategy. So I don't know what they could possibly still be playing. All right, back to this. I'm going to say we're going to need another Illusion of Chaos. So let's go ahead and see if we can move him in here. What? I typed it in. You saw me do it. Ah, there's 2 L's in illusion. Stay in school, kids. Oh my god, do I only own 1? I only own 1. What? Why do I only own 1? How do I get it? The ultimate chaos box, huh? All right, let's go to the store real quick, shall we? I mean, I don't have a lot of gems right now. I have 9,000, but I'm usually stacking gems. Illusion of chaos, huh? How far down is that? Bruh. Where's Illusion of Chaos? It cannot be this far down. Did I miss it? Alright, I'm going back to the deck screen because I don't know. I'm just making myself look hella stupid on stream right now. Is this box full? It is, and it's a UR, isn't it? Is there anything else I need from this box, really? Oh, I kind of want to, like, wail out on this box right now to get another one. Oh, man, decision. I mean, but I could easily go through, like, 4,000 gems and not even get it. But I do need it. Do I have a dream ticket? Let me search my tickets. No. Let me search my tickets real quick. It is a UR, so I would need a UR dream ticket. I'm thinking it might be too new. Yeah, I can't get it with that ticket. Do I have any other UR dream tickets? Seriously? What good are these tickets? Damn! They really made it so that you cannot get this. Because, I mean, I have so many tickets saved for a situation just like this. Okay, they're doing overtime rules right now. Please double check that the results are correct. Looks like they're still updating the bracket, but they are going into overtime, so these games should be ending shortly. I don't think I could get it with ranked duels. So the only way to do this is if I want to spend money. Well, this is a fine how do you do. Okay, let's talk through this. Me and all my 2 people that are probably watching that I can't speak to. So what would I take out is the question. A lot of people use Soul Servant because it stacks and gets a card to my hand. And technically, it should let me get... Would let me get Illusion of Chaos. Is it a search for it? Man, Jerome, if you're watching my stream by some chance over in Cali, why don't you message me real quick? Because I'm trying to figure something out here. I could use some help. Okay, so I do play an Eye of Timaeus. The reason I play this card is so that I can get Dragoon out on turn 1 if I'm set up for it. Now, when I go second and I use my skill, I get an Eye of Timaeus for free. So theoretically, I could take it out and have another spot just to get my dragon. My dragon summons Dragoon by itself. So one would replace the other. See what I'm saying? Are you following? If I take this out, I could put this in, which you can see here. You can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material. Now, the skill that lets me put this on the field lets me get my Dark Magician, so that's not a problem. So I'll have everything I need. I don't need the Eye of Timaeus then. Should we do it? I don't know. Let's see how much time we have. This might have to be something that waits until the next round, because they're still finishing up here. Oh, kids, what's the point of having gems if you don't spend them, right? Now, I have been getting my gem count up. Oh, damn! All right, maybe if we do this together, I'll get lucky. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I need fingers, toes, everything crossed. We are trying to get one Illusion of Chaos. Oh, R.I.P. my gems. Nothing. 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 So far, I'm donating gems. Nothing. Nothing. Tra-la-la. Nothing. Jeez, oh man. Why does the game hate your boy? Nothing. I literally got nothing. A whole bunch of rares. Wow. It so sucks to be me. All right, let's do this again. We're going to be 1,000 gems down already. Come on. No, nothing. Dude, this is... Okay, we're finally getting something, but it's not what I want. Come on. Nope. All right, we're hitting a streak. Come on. No, I don't want Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. But, I mean, I am getting a bunch of stuff now. Jeez. Nibiru. I mean, I guess it's always good to have it. I mean, I did do really good on those 10 packs there. 2 Ultras and 3 Supers. All right, let's go. We're going 10 more packs in. Are you guys even, like, hoping out there? Do you have your fingers crossed right now? It doesn't feel like you do. Round 1 still going in overtime. I'm waiting for an announcement that round 2 bracket is up. We can find out who we play. Oh! Yes! Yes! There it is! There it is! There it is! Oh, yes! All right. Good. Okay, cool. Everything else is just a bonus now. Can't believe that. So I had to spend 1,500 gems. Not terrible. I'll take it. Okay, that's all I wanted. All right, let's do this. Now I know you guys had your fingers crossed. See, it works. You know you were sitting at home. You're like, okay, I'll do it. Just so he leaves me alone. Then look, boom. 2 Illusions of Chaos. Eye of Timaeus comes out, save. Will that be the turning point of the deck? I don't know, but we're going to find out. It does search a lot of things. I mean, this card can search all kind of funny stuff that I might need. So having it in the deck is definitely cool. Plus, say I draw 2 of them. You can only use 1 per turn. So I use the effect, and then when I go and use my skill and have to return something to the deck, I return the other one. See how that works? Looking good. All right, killer. Killer, killer, killer. Let's see what's going on in the Discord. All right, there's still 1, 2. It looks like 3. They're waiting for results on 3 matches here, and then we should be able to move on. All right, so this was round 1. We played Nadino, and we went 1 and then 1-2 at table 37. I'm keeping a record here. Yes, this is going to be a very long stream, so I don't know if you guys ever want to go back and watch it, but I'm going to try and stay on here as long as I can. Gonna be honest, it is a date night for me and my wife, and part of me being able to play the games I want to play is we have to have date night. So, unless I am undefeated and I'm guaranteed to win something, I might have to drop out. She's at work right now. It's 1:30. We're expected to go to dinner at 5:30, so that's 4 hours from now. Sounds like a very long time, but the way this tournament's going, like, who knows? If I do lose, I'd say what? Out of 8 rounds of Swiss, if I lose twice, I should drop. I might stick in just to see if some other people drop, but it's all going to depend on time. So if I do have to cut this stream short towards the end, or I have to drop, I apologize, but that's where we're at. I will be making another stream tomorrow when we do the Rush tournament. So I will be on for that as well. So if anybody doesn't have any plans tomorrow, especially since the Steelers won't be playing, you can at least watch me get my ass handed to me on Rush, which will be kind of fun. All right, still waiting. Please double check to see that the results are correct. Yeah, Painful Truth is Gaming was the winner, so those results are correct. Just waiting for these other ones to finish up. So while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and play the computer here. Or some people call it NPCs or AI. I wouldn't give it AI. It doesn't deserve that title. It's actually pretty dumb. And I'll show you, baby, you can see how the deck's supposed to run. How's that work? Does that work for you? All right. All right, and there's my Illusion of Chaos. How cool. Now I'm going to demonstrate exactly why I wanted that card. So I'm going to activate the effect. I'm going to get my Timaeus. I'm going to return to the deck Illusion of Chaos because I already used it. I'm going to activate my skill to bring out Timaeus. I have to shuffle one card into the deck to do that, which is going to be Dark Magician Girl. Bye! I'm now going to add 2 cards to my hand, which is so broken because I already have enough to do what I need to do. But now it's letting me add cards to my hand, which is just dumb. One of them is going to be Dark Magician, so I can fusion. The other one's going to be Rod. All right, I'm going to do my thing. Bring out the King of all brokenness. Let's watch the animation, shall we? So broken. Now you're going to use Rod. That's going to let me search Circle. Don't want to negate my own stuff. Hopefully I get something cool. And I got the exact card I wanted. Magician's Salvation. Lets me set Eternal Soul. Playing Droplet just for good measure. Now watch how I absolutely just wrecked the computer. Oh, look, he wants to do that. No, I'm going to negate it. Now, I do have to keep a card in hand for that, so just remember that. Because hopefully I don't screw it up. Whatever. D-Spell does nothing. I don't care. Now I'm going to use Eternal Soul. I'm going to use the effect now. I'm going to summon my Dark Magician. Because of Dark Magical Circle, I get to remove the monster. So not only did I negate their effect, I removed their monster. They now have nothing. My Dragoon is already at 4,000. Oh, look, I drew another Illusion of Chaos. That's just dumb. I don't even need it. All right, looks like... Okay, if you play from table 56 to 72, please join my room. Okay, looks like the next bracket is up. So let's take a look. Looking for Painful Truth Gaming. I'm at table 88. So I have to join their room. I am playing .victorli at table 88. And that means I do have to join his room, which is 758939. 758939. Seven five eight nine three nine. And I am playing Victroli. So let's see if we see him. I'm going to go at table 6. Wait, am I supposed to do that? If you play table 56 to 72, okay, I got to leave this room. 56 to 72. Okay. So now I got to create a room because I'm at table 88. Dual room, create. Two people. Change message to .victorli. Okay, and this is room. So now I got to go over here from table 70 to 90 and at Victor Lee Room ID 780760. Hopefully he didn't already post in here. He says K. All right, so he should be coming in. Victor Lee. And his profile picture is him topping a regional. So this should be fun. He obviously knows how to play. All right, he's in here. And we're going to begin. All right, if things get hairy in game 1, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to go to my water deck in game 2. Supreme King Jaden, okay. All right, I'm going second, which means I should be able to use my skill if I can get it off. And he's playing Branded. And I did get Droplet, which is nice. He is playing Branded. So now you're going to see the deck that I'm worried about the most. Just watch, and I'll try and narrate as much as I can. I did get my Illusion of Chaos. It's definitely good that we were playing 2 of those because Eye of Timaeus would not be helping me right now because we're going to get it with my skill. All right, so he's getting all these cards using his broken skill. We both have broken skills. He's getting all the cards he needs. He's going to start dumping stuff to the graveyard. Use effects to bring out all his stupid monsters. Okay, round 2 goes until 2:12. Wow. All right, here comes the fusion monsters. It might not be terrible for me to go to my water deck after this. My water deck does have a pretty good record against this deck. But with what he's playing, like my water deck is good against the deck as it is. If he gets Dragoon out turn 1, though, it's going to be hard to play around if I don't draw Droplet. Now, even though I have Droplet here right now, it's still going to be rough because I got to discard cards to make Droplet work. You know what I mean? Wow. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control a fusion monster that mentions Fallen Albaz as material, you can send this card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Negate that effect. So he has a hand trap. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. Okay, there is Ice Blade. Ice Blade Dragon is the one that can remove my monster. So quick effect, you can send 1 fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, banish 1 monster on the field. So he's building his board with his negates now. That, as soon as I summon a monster, he's going to get rid of it. So basically, when I bring my Dark Magician out, he plans on getting rid of it. That's going to make me pay for everything I do. 600 life points. He did not get Dragoon. Okay. He did not get Dragoon. That's huge. He probably has Branded and Red in his hand. Okay. I'm going to take the 600. Should I get Timaeus? No, I'm going to get Rod. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I got to return a card to the deck. I already used this, so I'm sending it. No, I'm not. I'm sending Rivals. Okay, now it's time to use my Timaeus. Or, I'm sorry, my Droplet. I'm sending the Illusion, and I'm sending Combination. Okay. He's trying to use an effect that I've already negated. There's his Droplet. Shit. His Droplet messed up my Dragoon. And I have nothing in my hand to negate next turn. So I probably lost this one. Yeah. I lost. All right, let's switch decks. I might honestly just stop playing that deck. I got my Dragoon out, and he had a Droplet too, so... All right, here we go. He's playing the same deck, so... Let me go first? Sweet. So hopefully I can lock the graveyard down. Excellent. All right, that'll shut the graveyard down next turn. I'm going to go for a negate. Actually, I'm not going to go for negate. I'm going to go for destroy, spell, or trap. His game is sputtering a little bit, like he has Nabaru in his hand. If he does, I'm going to be in some trouble again, and I will just lose this round. No, he didn't. Okay, good. All right. Shutting down graveyard. If he has Droplet, that's going to suck. He doesn't. All right, he's going to start doing his things. Let's see what can happen. If we get past this and I somehow win this one and the next one, I'm just going to start playing this water deck. I think I should just stick with it because the other deck doesn't seem to suit me very well. I usually don't play meta. So he's going to get his branded red. I'm waiting for him to get the field spell. The field spell is what I want to break with Tornado Dragon as soon as he plays it. I don't know if he knows that the graveyard is shut down. He did make a weird move in the first game where he used Ice Blade Dragon after I negated it. That was kind of strange. I don't know if he did that just to put it in a graveyard for the end of turn. He's definitely thinking. I'll give him props for that. He thinks through his moves. I mean, I play kind of fast because I already have everything in my head on what I want to do and what I expect to happen. But he's really taking his time. It's probably something I should do a little more. All right, he's using Branded Opening. So when that's in the graveyard, that's going to stop me nuking his field. I didn't draw a Dark Hole or anything to do it yet, but just knowing that that's going to be in a graveyard kind of sucks for me because I do play a lot of cards that mess the field up. Okay. I'll let that happen. All right, Branded Fusion. He's probably going to bring out Ice Blade. Nope. The good news is all these things that are going to the graveyard, their effects are not activating because that feeds his deck and gets him more stuff. Now, because I used left-hand Shark and right-hand Shark, my Abyss Dweller cannot be destroyed by effects or battle. He's going to have to find another way around it. Now, see, that got removed from play, so he is getting that effect. Unfortunately, I can only stop Graveyard. See, the thing that sucks about this deck is look how many cards he has in his hand. He's already played. He has a 30-card deck. He's almost gone through half of it. They shouldn't be allowed to just get all this stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. Boral Load. Okay. You can target one monster you control, one card your opponent controls, destroy them. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Okay. He's going to force a negate out. Okay, now there's where I'm going to bust that. Because I don't want that working. What's he going to try and destroy is the question. Shit, he's hitting the droplet. Damn! I mean, I'm not going to waste it. I have to use it. He's already hitting it. He got lucky. At least I... Now he's going to bring Ice Blade Dragon. Yeah, I can't stop this now. He's going to bring Ice Blade Dragon out. He's going to get rid of this. And he's going... Oh, my God. Yep. And I lose. See, that's bullshit. I lose to... him hitting random jank and like being able to summon 50,000 times. Wow, that was such bullshit. Such bullshit. Now I'm 1-1. Whatever. That wasn't even fair. Like, there was nothing I could do to stop it. He can just summon and summon and summon and summon and summon and bring out all his shit, and there's nothing I can do about it. Whatever. So dumb. Not even giving him a good game on that one because you're playing a broken deck. Whatever. Now I gotta wait and figure out what I'm gonna do for the next round. I can usually beat that deck, but I mean, it just... That was dumb. Wow. What bullshit. That pisses me off. Whatever. I actually played really well, locked down the graveyard, did everything I had to do, but he could just keep summoning and summoning and summoning and summoning, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Even though I had a droplet face down, he's able to just bait it out and get it. Like, whatever. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. And then he can use my monster for his fusion summon and just get rid of it. So basically, there's no way to beat that. Okay, cool. Whatever. All right, so they said it looks like there's going to be another 12 minutes or so in this round before the next round starts, so I'm 1-1. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not something I can't overcome. But it definitely sucks. That's the deck that everybody is complaining about, by the way, the Despia deck. Because it's just so hard to stop. And they have so much access to stuff that even if you play a really good strategy and get a bunch of things out, it doesn't matter. Because they're just going to beat you anyway. So. All right, so yeah, that's a thing. Sorry, I'm just a little pissed off over that because there's no way, as I'm thinking in my head, I could have played it differently. His deck's just going to keep bringing stuff out. The fact that he has access to this card is just ridiculous. Because he was able to bring out, what was that? 4 or 5 fusion monsters beforehand, and then get this out after using my monster for it. So there's nothing I can do to defend. And they have this card limited too, which it shouldn't be. Any of these cards that save you from a turn, like Rainbow Life or Hallowed Life Barrier, should not be limited. You should be able to play them to survive a turn so that we can battle against things like that, but they don't let us do it, so. Yep, now I have to sit here and wait. Sucks. All right, let's do something here while we're waiting. I don't know what. Let's do a rush duel so I can show you a little bit more how rush duels work for tomorrow. And we'll play a rank duel. And I'll show you kind of how this works since we have another 12 minutes. Oh, I'm playing somebody that's playing pretty much the exact same deck. And it's both of our rank up games. Wow, interesting. So this could go either way. Oh, so that's pretty much a brick that you're looking at right there. That is not good for your boy. Let's hope I live through this turn, because yeah, I can't summon either one of those. I mean, I could have with Secret Order, but I don't want to burn my Secret Order to bring it out. I'm going to hope to live through this turn and see if I can turn the tables a little bit. But yeah, that's not an ideal first move. So like I said, with this one, you can summon as many times as you want. And then you can keep refilling your hand. So it makes for very big swings in the game. Oh boy. I'm going to take some damage here. Now, we do have 6,000 life points. The question is, can he do enough to end me? Now, normally in Rush Duel, you would think with 6,000 points, it's kind of made so you can't beat somebody a first turn, but you can, especially with the cards that keep adding. Not sure what he's doing here. He should have used his Galactia Eve and thrown this card away to get some... Oh, he's fusioning. Okay. All right. Interesting. So I know what he's going to bring out. He's going to bring out the Eve Fusion monster. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to take some damage here, bro. He's going to summon... Oh, he didn't have a normal monster to graveyard. Okay. Does he have anything else to summon if he... Because I only got 100 defense points. I mean, he's going to run through it. Oh, man. All right, I'm taking a lot. Yeah, I'm taking a lot. Yep. I'm at 2,000 life points. All right, let's roll. Using my skill to toss these out, get 2 more cards, and I can get a card to get it back, which is nice. And let's do that. There's 1. There's 2. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this. And I'm going to start beating up his monsters. All right, so at least I have some defense now, but if he draws any kind of spell and trap removal, I'm in trouble. I have a negate attack, which would be awesome. I can just stop all his attacks. Now, this Shiny Shady, I can flip effect monsters fake down, and the way you want to do this is you want to turn your chaining off, which you see me do here in the lower left-hand corner, so that he doesn't know I have it. Problem with Galactic decks, they don't have a lot of effect monsters. So, it might work, it might not. I mean, I'm at 2,000 life points. That first turn hurt. I did recover a little bit, but we'll see. There's still 10 minutes left in this round. Oh, boy. Now, see, I have my chaining turned off, so he doesn't know what I have. Now, there's this fusion. Now, this is when I'm going to use it to flip stuff face down. Starting with that. Gonna throw this out to flip it face down. So at least that stops that. Now he can still get nutty and summon some other stuff. It doesn't look like he has it though. Okay, so what's the defense on that? 1,600. Oh, that's nice. We're gonna destroy that. We're gonna destroy this. We're going to do this. Going to do this. Going to do this. And now we're going to try and attack for game. He cannot stop it, so we are going to win. Awesome. So I got my rank up game. That's cool. So that's how rush duels work. As you see, it's a lot of momentum swings. You're kind of set up like at first turn, he knocked 4,000 of my life points. I was down to 2,000. Then I got some cards I needed, swung it the other direction, and then he started to get his stuff, but luckily I could defend against. That's how the game is. It's very ebb and flow. It's very back and forward. So that's going to make for a really interesting tournament because a lot of luck can play into this. You can just draw the cards you need, or you can draw total jank. That first turn I drew jank, and luckily I was able to recover. But that's how tomorrow's tournament is going to work. If you want to sign in for that stream or watch it at a later time, that's what that's going to look like. It's not as broken as the stuff you're seeing today. I mean, that Despia deck was as broken as it pretty much gets. As you've seen, there was nothing I could do against it. Like, you could have the best strategy in the world. You could draw really good. You could have all the good monsters and really set yourself up, and then they can just fumble their way through it. Oh, I summoned this. I summoned this. Now I'll get rid of this. Now I'll get rid of that. Now I'll hit you for game. Okay, like, and what am I supposed to do about that? Nothing. I put cards, I had a droplet in my deck to stop one effect, and he hit it with that stupid Borrowed. Like, there was 2 face-down cards, it was a 50-50 chance, and he hit the droplet. Like, whatever. Otherwise, if he wouldn't have hit the droplet, he would have hit my other card. I would have waited. He would have still got rid of my Abyss to bring out his Mirror Blade. He would have went to attack with it. I would have used my droplet, thrown out the card in my hand to stop it. He would have attacked, and probably still had game. 15. He was a 15 after I... Yeah, he probably still had games, so whatever. It is what it is. There's nothing I could do. All right, so we are just waiting for the next round to start. It is 2:07 now. It goes till 2:12, so we still have a couple minutes. Let's go in and play Duelist Kingdom. And we're going to play my Yugi deck. Now, here's the thing. I told you this deck is kind of broken. Check out my duel record using this deck. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did lose down here, but, like, the deck's kind of stupid. So let's go ahead and duel. We're going to go here. Now, watch. I showed you that. I'll probably lose again. But you know what? That's the game. It doesn't matter how good you are. Good players lose. Especially when you don't want to play meta. I could very easily play Branded. I could play all the broken summons, and I could sit there and do to other people what he did to me, but I'm just not that guy. Do I set it up and make it harder on myself? Yeah, but that's just what I want to do. I don't want to play meta. I don't agree with the stupid stuff they do. All right, so this guy's playing Ice Jade Ripple. Interesting. So I did draw my Tamaya, so I'll have that next turn. I did get an Illusion of Chaos. I actually got both of them, which is funny because ever since we bought that and got it from the decks, like, it's showing up like crazy. This is some nice uplifting music. It's very cruise ship, right? Is it putting me in a good mood? No, because I'm still pissed off over that. I shouldn't have lost to that stupid ass. That's why I didn't even give him a good game. I can't give a good game on that. Like, you didn't do anything that, like, made me think you're, like, an awesome duelist. Sorry. And that is the problem with Duel Links. Duel Links has gotten to the point, I mean, this is the 9th anniversary, I believe. 7th or 9th? 7th? No, 9th. I don't know. It's one of those anniversaries. It's been going on for a long time. When the game started, it was very pure. It was kind of back to the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! Summoning your monsters, like things like Jinzo and Dark Magician were like super powerful monsters. And it kept adding stuff, kept adding stuff, kept adding stuff. A different box every month, sometimes 2 boxes a month. And now they've got to the point where they put so much jank in the game that people can build these boards and summon 30 times. The whole appeal when this game came out was you couldn't summon a bunch of times, you know, per turn. And that's what people like me liked about it. It was a throwback to the old game because a lot of people hate the game where it is now and people summoning 10 to 15 times a turn. Then they added the skills and made it even worse. Oh, you didn't get the cards you needed? That's okay. Here's a skill where you can just add the cards to your hand for nothing. So good luck. It's stupid. And we keep telling them in the surveys to dumb down this skill or, you know, limit this card or something. By the time they hit everything, it's too late. So here we are in a broken format with Dragoon and Despia, and they're going to have a Kaiba Cup at the beginning of February. All right, let's get silly. Get silly. I'm going to activate my Illusion of Chaos. And I'm going to get my Rod. And I'm going to return to the deck the Illusion of Chaos I activated. Now I'm going to do my skill. And I'm going to bring my Dark Magician out on the field. Now, this is only the second part of my skill. This skill's broken. It has 2 parts. And I already have Timaeus in my hand, so. Now, let's see if I can get my Eye of Timaeus without him negating it. I do activate the Eye of Timaeus. You going to negate it or stop me from doing it somehow? If not, I'm going to get Dragoon out, so if you got something, you better do it now, because you do not want me to get Dragoon out. Ice Jade Erosion. Target 1 face-up card, destroy 1, negate the targeted card's effects. Interesting. Okay, so he's negating my Eye of Timaeus. We could do that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Anything else you got? Okay. Graveyard effect. It's 2:12. We gotta hurry up here, bro. They're gonna be putting the next bracket up. Okay. Okay, good. Alright, let's do the first part of my effect. I'm going to shuffle 1 card into the deck, which is going to be this. I'm going to bring out my dragon. He's going to let me get 2 cards, which is just insane. So I'm going to get Dark Magic Attack, and I'm going to get Magician's Salvation. So first thing, Dark Magic attack's going to happen, which is going to destroy all his spell and trap cards unless he can negate it. Excellent. Now I'm going to use my effect. I'm going to discard one card to negate that. And I'm going to summon Dragoon. Dragoon is out. I'm going to use the effect. And I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to discard another card to negate that. I'm then going to play Salvation. Put Eternal Soul in the field. Magician's Rod. You know what I'm getting. I'm getting Circle. That's what I mean. This deck is, when it works, it's kind of just stupid. I'm almost doing the same thing that my opponent did to me with Despia. But I'm not summoning 50,000 times. I've only summoned a couple. All right, let's go. I'm going to let him summon a card from his hand. Now, I do got a card in my hand to negate next turn for Dragoon. I do have my Eternal Soul. Now, Eternal Soul, all the Dark Magicians in my field are not affected by effects. I can also special summon a Dark Magician anytime I want, which I'm going to use next turn in conjunction with my Circle to start getting his stuff removed. All right, we have a Discord message. All right, they're entering overtime for... All right, here we go. So during the draw phase, I'm going to activate Eternal Soul so that he can't target my stuff. But I'm not going to activate the effect of special summoning. I'm going to wait until he plays something I want to get rid of. Don't forget I have a negate with Dragoon. I'm going to go ahead and negate that just because. Why not? We'll just use the negate now. And it destroys it. And I'm at 4,000 points. This monster gets his effect. Add one Ice. Okay, Ice Shade. Now, I still have my Eternal Soul. I probably shouldn't have wasted my negate so early, but I don't really care. This is just Pegasus Duel Island or whatever. Like, you know, it is what it is. Just having fun. Playing a deck I don't normally play. And a deck that has not served me very well in the tournament so far. Damn. I even got Dragoon out and got dropleted. Like, my God. That dude literally had everything he needed. It's fine. Don't care. Let him cook. Let him cook. I'm not ready yet. Okay. I mean, for this deck, he has to get an Xyz monster out. I don't know which one it would be, so I don't know if it's something I can hit with Circle, but I'm kind of waiting to let him do it. I've already used my negate this turn. I have no reason to not do it. Now, if I had a Dark Magician Girl in my graveyard, when I summon with Eternal Soul, Magician Salvation would let me get the Dark Magician Girl as well, but I don't have one in my graveyard. All right, so he's bringing this out now. That's fine. I don't care. That's fine. I'm going to do it now. All right, I at least removed it. I mean, he was able to weaken my Dragoon, and he's going to be able to attack over it, but I'm okay with that. Dragoon served his purpose. He's still summoning. Yikes. Okay, all right, that's fine. He can't get over Dark Magician, so that's fine. Oh, he left Dragoon? Oh, no, he didn't. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at both monsters. Duh! Can you tell I don't play this deck a lot? Yeah, that sucks. Alright, but I lived through the turn, so it is what it is. First things first, I'm going to use my Eternal Soul to summon Dark Magician from my graveyard. I'm going to use my Dark Magical Circle and banish this. He's going to use the effect because I targeted it. I don't care. Do whatever you're going to do. I don't care. Bro, I really need... I don't know if the next bracket is up. It doesn't look like it yet. Okay, it's whatever he did. It didn't do nothing. My rod. Choke on my magician's rod. I'm going to get Soul Servant. I'm then going to play Soul Servant. And I'm going to get Magician's Combination. I'm then going to use my Soul Servant effect to draw Magician's Combination. And I'm going to start attacking. And game. So once again, I still haven't lost with this deck. And I'm probably not even playing it as good as I can play it. It's just the deck is stupid. But that's Duel Links. That's where we're at right now. Alright, so the good news for anyone watching my stream is if I lose the next round, I may possibly drop from the tournament just because it wouldn't make much sense to stay in it for the rest of the day, especially since I do have plans later. So that will cut this stream way shorter than it should be, which would be nice because then you don't got to watch all day, right? But let's be honest, you probably want to watch me win and go further, right? Let's see what happens. That's why it's fun to enter tournaments. You never know what you're going to come up against. I could play another branded Dex game and I could crush it, or I could lose my ass again. That's the way this game is right now. All right, let's look. Let me see if we got a round 3 up yet. We do not. I am waiting for the announcements. So I lost 2-0-2. Wow. That really stinks. Man, that's still chapping my ass. I'm not over that yet. I know I keep saying it's okay, everybody loses, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not used to losing. I'm pretty good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you already saw my record with Duelist Kingdom. I mean, here's my record with Ranked Duels. A couple losses in between there, but, mainly wins. And then, I'm pretty good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I win. I win way more than I lose. And, yeah, I'm not happy about it here. Not happy. So let's just start this next round, shall we? Let's get this underway and see what happens. I'm either going to be 2-1 or 1-2 and could drop. Because there's only 7 rounds, I think, right? So if you lose 2, you might as well just drop. You're not going to advance. Let me see how many people have dropped already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people have already dropped, which is crazy because they've probably only lost once. So the fact that they've dropped already is a little insane, but that's how it is. People have other stuff to do. The tournament's going too long, so we'll see what time this third round ends at, and we'll see what my record is by then. I mean, maybe if I go 1-2 and then I win again and go 2-2, and people start dropping, it might be a different story. But any more than 2 losses is going to be it. All right, it's 2:22 now. Still waiting. checking the Discord, seeing if anything. It says you have 5 more minutes. I don't think that's true. I think it's less than that. Check the results. See now, so he was seeded 104th. I was seeded 74th. So that was an upset that he beat me. That makes it a little bit worse. Okay, well, good news is we're going to play somebody else that's 1-1. So maybe they've gone through the same thing I did. And we're going to start with my water deck this time. Because so far in this tournament, I've been just handing them the first games. And then having to come back from down 0-1. So let's start with the water deck that no one is going to expect. I guarantee you right now, there's nobody in this tournament that's going to expect this deck because no one plays it but me. And I've been playing it for so long. The reason I like it is what I spoke to about earlier. The type of player I am, I usually don't like meta. I like to go against the meta. I like to have decks that have multiple win conditions. Now, I know a lot of you know me for playing burn, so you're going to say, oh, that's not the truth. You play a cheap burn deck, has 1 win condition. Not true. My burn is usually built very different. It can usually go up against the cards that are popular. I put a lot of thought into which cards I play and how I play them. My burn deck has not always stayed the same. I do use Chain Energy. That is my staple card. And the reason I use that is because it forces my opponent to be uncomfortable having to pay 500 life points per card they play. But don't forget, I have to do it as well. The only difference is I've made myself comfortable with doing that. I know how much life points I can spend. I know how I can get to my strategy where it causes them to overthink sometimes and play kind of stupid at times. Or make dumb mistakes. And I like that. I like forcing my opponent into those positions because in my opinion, if you're a really good duelist, you should never be in that position where you have to make dumb mistakes. And I have played people who've played against my burn deck and knew exactly how to play it and exactly how to beat it, and they've done so. But usually I can overcome, and I've been very successful with that deck for over 20 years now. I mean, that deck has served me all that time with all the changes this game has gone through, so that says something. But back to this deck having multiple win conditions. So the Abyss Dweller, number 1, shuts down the graveyard, which is so important with the way the meta is right now. And you can see it is limited 1, so it is the most powerful card in my deck. Tornado Dragon destroys a spell and trap. It can do so once per turn, so that's good to have out there when I need to clear something off before I attack for game. Full Armored Utopic Ray Lancer is definitely the key to my deck because it does negate in the battle phase, and whether it goes away or not, those monsters stay negated, so getting that to go off is a big part of my strategy. Evil Swarm Extinction Knight exists for when my opponent has a board and I know for that turn I can't win or there's nothing I can do. I need to clear that board out. So that's why he comes out, clears the board, and then allows me to set up for a win condition possibly next turn or 2 turns down the road. Number 70, Malevolent Sin, gets rid of one of their monsters. Usually it has to be already negated to do that. Or I can use this to bait a negate. So I can bring this out, go to remove like a Dragoon or something. They're going to be forced to negate it and kill it. And that's going to be where we're at. Tri-Edge Levia only comes out via Bahama Shark. I put a spell or trap on here. I use my skill or do that, or any card on here, and then I can have 1 monster negate per turn. So it's not overly broken. As you can see, nothing in this deck is really broken. It's just the way I play it in combination with each other that allows me to have some fun outs and some different things to do. Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon is a game ender. When they have a beat stick out on the field I can't get over, and I've negated everything or cleared the field, other than that monster, I could come out, steal the attack points, attack over for game. Rainbow Life is to buy me a turn. If I don't have anything or I'm in some trouble, I can play this and discard a card. Any damage I take, effect or battle, I will gain those life points instead. So usually it just stops him from attacking and buys me through a turn. Sometimes they're stupid and they forget I play it, and, you know, I'm able to gain life points. All right, here we go. Looks like the bracket's up. Looking for Painful Truth Gaming. So I am at table 127, and I am against Varo 2000, Varo 2000, and table 128. So let's take a look. If you're at table 106 through 120, okay, so I'm going to create another duel room. It sucks that I have to do this. Like, I would like to just play in their room. I don't know why I can't get on it. So now I'm going to tell this dude what room. So I am at table 127. So I go here. I go at Varro. Where are you, buddy? Six 662-558. Let's see if he answers. I'm not getting an answer yet. Not sure where he's at. Let me double check, make sure I had mine correct. Yeah, table 127. So I'm in the room table 122 to 140. That's me. I'm 127. Okay, there's a check mark, so I guess that means he's in. See, this is just kind of hard to set up this way. I wish I was just in the room that they set up so that it'd be easier to play. All right, we're waiting for Varro to show up. Does it show who liked it? Ah. White check mark reacted by Varro. So yeah, he saw it. Okay, so he's coming in. Let me make sure I type that in right. 662-558. You guys are probably thinking I am stupid, and I am not. Okay, so we're going to play this Varro guy. Let me see. I can't even look him up to see what his rank is, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Everybody's a threat. Everybody in this tournament is obviously pretty good, or they wouldn't be here. Keep in mind that of all the people that play... All right, here we go. Of all the people that play Yu-Gi-Oh!, only 128 people got in for this thing, so... He's a Platinum Rank 6. He is a Qualifiers at Speed Duel for 2025. So, oh, no. You know what that means. Despia. And I'm going first. Don't even know if I could stop it, boys and girls. Yep. He's literally playing the exact same deck the last guy played. All I can do is what I can do. Now, the good thing is I have Rainbow Life. So I'll be able to survive the turn no matter what he does. I'm still going to lock down the graveyard because I can. I did not draw a dark hole or anything to clear the field, so that sucks. All right, that's all I can do. I'm going to shut down the graveyard and then probably activate my Rainbow Life early to make sure I don't lose this turn. As long as he doesn't have Night Beam, because Night Beam destroys a spell or trap without me being allowed to chain it. All right, he's starting to send his cards. See, a part of me wants to hold my Rainbow Life until we get to the battle phase, because then I could gain life points without showing what I'm doing. But, and I mean, if he were to get a Dragoon, if he gets Dragoon out, he could just negate it. So I'm letting him cook. See, they just do the same things. Like, they can go through their whole deck. It's just so stupid. And I refuse to play this stuff. It's no fun to me. There's no strategy in it. He's just playing an ABC deck. Just A leads to B, leads to C, get this monster. C, Branded Fusion. He's playing it the exact same way the last guy played it. There's no diversity. There's no room for, like, your own thought. You have to play it a certain way. All right, I'm going to play this now just to make sure I don't lose, because he could bring something out to negate it. There, so at least I know I'm not going to lose this turn. Yay. Does that mean I can win next turn? No. Lubellion. Or like I call it, Lulu. Little Lulu. Throw all your stuff away. He's filling his graveyard with all kind of things that activate in the graveyard. Good news is they can't activate this turn. Now he's going to banish my card, so, I mean, it's gone now. Like, it's just straight up gone. See, that's what this deck can do. Now, how can you stop it? He can bring that out, get rid of your monsters. He's just going to keep summoning. He's going to keep bringing stuff out. How are you supposed to beat this deck? I'm not going to draw a Droplet and Dark Hole, so what am I going to do next turn is the question. Please hit me. Oh, I wish he would have hit me. All right, I am going to Book of Eclipse and at least flip him face down because that helps. I'll take some damage to do it. Go ahead, do your Branded Red. Predaplan, huh? Interesting. Now, he was able to get his Ice Blade Dragon back so he can use its effect again. How stupid is that? I don't think there's any way I can get around this. I can't. He has 2 monsters out. He has 2 more negates. After I flipped his monsters face down, he has 2 more negates. Please let this go. Yes! Yes! Okay. That at least baited that out. I don't think there's any way I can get around this. I'm doing everything I can, but it's not going to work. Because now he's going to remove my monster. Yep, see? He can use that effect twice, which is total bullshit because he used it last turn. There's nothing I can do. There's no way I can beat this deck. It's impossible. He could just keep bringing stuff up. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, if I lose this, I'm just going to drop. There's no reason to play this tournament. Everyone's playing the same deck, and I refuse to play it. Yep, now I can destroy my card. He should not be able to beat me with battle because I don't think that this negates everything. It's negate the activated effects, which it's not. It's a continuous effect, so I should live. He shouldn't be able to get through me here. Yeah, that's what I thought. But now next turn, he's going to be able to remove my monster, so what's the difference? I mean, I'm literally trying everything I can here. Everything I can. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to lose just from taking 600 damage every time. There's literally nothing I can do. It's so goddamn stupid. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. So I'm just going to lose this one and then drop. I thank you guys for watching. And I'm going first. This is stupid. This is stupid. He's literally going to do the exact same thing. Absolutely dumb. It's not even a tournament. It's everybody playing the same deck and just see who can get it out first. Stupid. There's no skill involved in this whatsoever. It doesn't matter what moves I make right now. Like, I'm going to lose anyway because he's going to do the same thing next turn and I can't stop it. There's no way to stop it. See, that's all my deck can do. My deck can get one negate. That's it. And he's just going to bait it anyway. So there's no way my deck's broken. Like, at least I play a decent deck. This is so dumb. So dumb. It's not even fun to play. Like, I'm playing the same thing over and over. Yep, here he goes. There's no skill to this. He's going to do the exact same playbook he did before, and there's no way I can stop it, and he knows it. The only way it works is if I go second. I have a droplet and a dark hole in my hand. That's the only way. And, like, I haven't gotten that yet. I have no dark hole, I have no droplet, and I haven't gone second. I'm doing all that I can right now. Like, I'm stopping the graveyard. I have one negate. Like, I'm doing whatever I can. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, at least tomorrow won't be as broken. You've already seen Rush Duels don't have this stupid deck in it where everyone's just exploiting the same thing. And the fact that Konami let this be full power in this game is just a major mistake. Because this full power in the regular game or in Master Duel is hard enough to deal with. Letting it be full power here is just absolutely asinine. We have 3 monster zones. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, now he's baiting my negate. He'll get to use it next turn. And now he's using Branded in red, so he's going to get the effect and get another fusion monster. Stupid. There's nothing I can do about this. What can I do to stop it? Run the same deck. That's all I can do is run the same deck. That's no fun. That's not Yu-Gi-Oh! They never wanted everyone to play the same deck. Yep, he was able to remove my monster anyways, and I got no negate. And he gets to bring it back and get the effect again. Wow. And he's still going. He's still going. Do you see this? He can still summon. It takes so much skill to play the same character in the same deck as the last person I played. No difference whatsoever. Yep. Yep. He got that with the skill, so now he can keep going. Don't forget the dragon's still coming out. Wow. Wow. All right, I need Dark Hole. I don't even know if it's going to go off, but I can try. Wait, does he have the card in his graveyard? I mean, I'm doing all I can right now. Literally doing all I can. He gets to bring back another monster. Sorry, I'm being so quiet. And he's going to get to remove me again, I think, unless the effect doesn't work. See, the fact that he gets to do that, like, screw this shit. It's fucking... That's so stupid. Why does he get to bring it back every time? Why? Well, thank you guys so much for watching. That was total bullshit. I literally played my deck perfectly and did everything I needed to do. He's able to bring back a monster, use the effect turn after turn after turn after turn, even though it says once you use it, you can't use it again next turn, but that's fine. So, yep, I'm dropping. And that's the end of that. I've absolutely had it. Like, that was so stupid. Alright, thank you guys so much. Sorry it ended the way it did, but that's just the way it is. That's what happens when you play stupid decks. So hopefully they do something about it or they ban it, and I'll make another stream. I will be on tomorrow to do Rush Duel. That is nowhere near as broken as Speed Duel, so that should be fun to watch. So until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think it starts at 1 o'clock again, and alright, see ya.